Hi guys, how are you? I'm just going to share this out to a couple of groups and then we'll get started. Hey Gina, how are you? I'm in some serious slow motion, guys. I'll talk about that in a minute. I'm super, if the energies are pulsing through me, um, but I feel like I'm slow. And one more. All right. Whew. Okay, so how'd everybody do with the energies? We're coming to, I think the Lionsgate closes on the 12th, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know about you guys, but for the past 7 days since the full moon last Monday, I don't want to call them all-nighters, but I did a lot of being up until 4:30 in the morning. And then I never wanted to sleep too late because I know me, I'm not a napper, and if I sleep too late, I won't go to bed at a reasonable hour. So it changes everything, right? So then I always got myself up and I was like, okay, I'm fine. Plus the energies always kind of had me able to function. But yesterday, I felt like I could run marathons, but my body was not having it. When I woke up, I felt pretty sick. So I kind of definitely just rested all day, but the energy that was pulsing through my body was making me almost stir crazy because I wanted to go out and do stuff, but my body just wasn't allowing it. So you have to like forget. I feel good and I'm doing good, but there's just some, the lack of sleep really took an effect on my body. But so how are you guys doing with these energies? Is anybody else and I should say also, like, I've never had energies affect me the way these did. Let's just put it that way. Not to this extreme. So how's everybody else doing? Are you like, there's a lot of energy here right now again. So the energies that are with us are Shakti essence. God and Mother Gaia are on either side of me, is how I visually see it. I don't know if you visually see, but that is who I see and feel. Archangel Michael is behind me. I have Archangel Gabriel and Raphael are kind of in front of me. And then I also have the Ascended Master Jesus is to my right, and then I have Lakshmi, Isis, Iris, and Kali. And Ma Durga is here, as well as Lord Vishnu and Krishna and Radha. There's a lot of people here right now. There's a lot of energies, plus some of my own personal angels and guides. So I'm not sure if you guys are feeling the energies. I'm feeling it. I know that the way I feel energies, I've always been super hot, but over this past week, it's kind of changed. I think because I'm starting to change a little bit more as well with downloads. So there's a lot going on here. So I'll get started with the message for the collective, and I was drawn to use the Keepers of the Light deck for this message. They said there's just a couple of um, what did they say? There was just a couple of like guides that wanted to come forward and kind of walk with us for the rest. Today's the first day of the week technically, but kind of walk with us through these energies to get us through the rest of the Lion's Gate. Powerful things are going to happen. I'm feeling like I don't know why August 16th is a day that just keeps coming into my thoughts. Um, so I don't know if we could expect things on August 16th or maybe we'll be receiving some pretty big changes in our lives by August 16th. I'm not really sure. You guys know how I feel about time frames. My guides are, it's like a cosmic joke. They'll give me a time frame and they're like, oh, nope, keep going, keep believing. For my own personal journey. I'm pretty good when it comes to other people's, I think, to a degree. But, I mean, we'll see how it goes, right? So there's a lot that came out here. Okay. So the Miriam, Sacred Vision. So with these downloads, I believe there's a lot of us that are becoming more aware of things, more than just this 3D reality, right? So the card says, choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. So allow yourself to see the sacredness, not just in yourself, but in everyone that surrounds you right now. Allow yourself to see the sacred vision of the unity, of the Christ consciousness that's kind of building and forming in so many of us right now, especially with the downloads that we're receiving. Keep yourself at peace. Keep yourself balanced. Again, like as above, so below, as within, so without, right? So it's like, balance. What they're saying to me in this moment is balance the mind, the body, and the soul right now, and keep yourself grounded as you can, because these energies are intense. um, I wound up doing yoga stuff at like 9 o'clock again last night because I was finding myself just kind of out there, right? And I was afraid because I do that kind of stuff sometimes, and not afraid, that's the wrong word, but I was concerned because when I do that stuff, I wake up and I was like, no, not again. But I did finally get to sleep by like 2 o'clock last night, and I did sleep solid until about like 9:30. I have an older daughter, so she's very self-reliant, so it's nothing like that. I just choose. I'm an early riser, so I choose to do that. Or I should have just let myself sleep. Maybe it wouldn't have happened as long. So allow yourself to see the visions inside of yourself. Allow yourself to open up to um, balancing yourself, like I said, through your mind, your body, and your spirit. Because all things are becoming connected. All things are becoming, the word they're saying is apparent. So maybe that'll resonate with someone who specifically needs to hear that. It's like the truth is being revealed, is what they're saying. Um, I don't know if I'm saying this word right, but it's Cernunnos, I think is what it's called. So the life force that's within you is being awoken, is what they're saying to me. So express your driving passion. There's a lot of sensuality and sexuality inside of us that's increasing as well. And that goes hand in hand with the Kundalini that's rising. That's the fire that's inside of us, right? And so that's why a lot of times in some of the messages that get given to us, we're guided to raise the Kundalini, raise the passion inside of us. And as we do that, the life force inside of us becomes awoken, and we're able to feel deeper and sense things more and be more aware to our own spiritual gifts and allow ourselves to open up on grander levels so that we can see past the illusion of the world in the moment so that we can move forward, right? It's kind of what they're saying is you want to see past it so that you can open like the sacred vision, but you need that passion inside of you to be invoked, is what they're saying. So the divine director is next. It says intervention and purpose. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided. Happiness is your purpose. So there is divine intervention that is coming, and the downloads that we're receiving in this moment, I believe, is a lot of the. It's really hot right now. It's the downloads that we're all receiving right now is a lot of that divine intervention, I believe. And I was kind of channeling this message as I was getting ready, and I wasn't sure how it was going to come out. But so if you're in separation from someone, just know that you're going to come back together, okay? There's the divine intervention is working on that. If you are missing soul family and loved ones that you feel separated from, just know in your heart that you love them and that they love you, and that when the time is right, you will reunite, right? Like if you are meant to be in someone's life, you will always be there. And just remember, because this message came through super strong, um, like super strong when I was getting ready. And I wasn't sure how to go about delivering this, but because I wasn't sure how it was going to come through. but they're saying it now. So just know that I did too much talking, so they're retelling me. If you allow your hearts to forgive anything that came through that was jaded, or maybe there was trying to force things before they were ultimately ready, was happening um, on either part, right? So standing in forgiveness. And again, that's with this card too, the forgiveness, right? So seeing the sacredness in each other, because and I feel like this message, I really feel like has a lot to do with a divine union, is because of the pairs that I have mentioned that are here that are stepping forward. So we have Lakshmi and Lord Vishnu on one side. I have, Lord Krishna and Radha on another. I have Jesus, and now Mary Magdalene is kind of stepping in as well. And so I feel even super strongly the Mary Magdalene energy in this card here. Um, so, if you're in divine union or working on divine union, please know that you and your partner are both sacred, okay? And you might have both made some mistakes. You might have both acted like asses, right? So, I know I can. I'll be the first to be like, yeah, sorry. I mean, I don't mean to be that way, because I get stuck in my ways too, right? So, we have to recognize the sacredness inside of ourselves, okay? And recognize the passion that's there, the connection that's there, okay? There's a life force. So, and the thing is that the soul partners, this connection that I'm picking up on, it's already a union, like a divine union in the etheric world. It's very powerful. You're already together. So if you're in separation now, just know communication is going to be the only thing that fixes it, the divide, right? So at some point, somebody has to do what they're being guided, and allow the intervention to happen. Don't be so stubborn, is what I'm hearing. I don't know if this resonates with someone, but don't be so stubborn. I can be stubborn. I don't remember in this moment. I don't think I have a lot of, my daughter is a Taurus, so she helps keep me grounded at times too. But I'm an Aquarius who has a Libra moon and Pisces rising and Leo North Node. And there's lots of other stuff in there too, but there is so much air and water in my chart. My emotions run deep. The way I feel is deep. So I feel like potentially maybe one of the people in this has some bullheadedness, some Taurus or something. I don't know, but there's definitely some conflict there. So we have to remember the sacredness between each other, right? Remember the sacredness between the divine counterparts, okay? So if you find yourself in that situation, then take action if you're guided to, but only if you're guided to. But only communication is going to be able to mend the divide, so it's coming through like the canyon, right? It's coming through like you're both on opposite sides of a canyon, and you're just both kind of standing there like with your arms crossed and just kind of looking up at the stars like when and wishing for each other, but nobody's doing anything. So I think that's really a specific message for someone. However, we will come back for a moment and take this because there's a lot more to come through here. So we're going to step back and just leave that at that, okay? So no matter if that's for you or if that was for someone specific, allow yourself to see the sacredness inside of yourself and allow your Kundalini passion energy to be your driving force, and listen to the information that you're getting and follow it. Take the steps, no matter who you are, okay? Because you're protected. Green Tara is here. There is supreme protection. And so specifically what I'm hearing again is this divine union is supremely protected. It does not matter who tries to come against it, okay? It does not matter who's doing what. It's protected. Nobody can stop it. Nobody can. However, if we don't, as individuals, follow the guidance that we're given, we'll be the ones to kind of delay it. Does that make sense? It may take longer than any person in the partnership has seen, but that's okay, because you know what? That's the cosmic joke of the visions sometimes, right? So just know this everything that all of us are doing is divinely protected. So if you're standing up and you're getting guidance to speak on something because the passion inside of you about something specifically in this world is coming through you, where you feel guided to do that, just know you're protected. If you're the specific relationship that seems to be playing out in these cards, the mirroring relationship, just know that you're protected as well, okay? There's no harm that will come to you or your person, is what I'm receiving very strongly through this solar plexus and the sacral chakra right now. I'm feeling it big time. So, you know, Mahavatar Babaji, is I think how you say that. So soul expansion, you have to excuse me. I don't pronounce things properly, I know. So the card says your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connections between all things. And so how perfect is that, right? You understand the connections. You understand all of it. And so allowing ourselves to open up more and to receive more of the guidance and the divine order of things, and allowing yourself to understand what's being asked of you, is going to be a big part of it, and remembering that you're protected through it. And look, here's Mother Mary. There's love and peace that surrounds you, all of us. Um, the world is kind of crazy right now, you know. I mean, we all know it, we all feel it, and it's so we have to focus on love and peace, and so that's why we have to focus on ourselves. And it's not that the virus isn't a thing, because it is a thing, and it's not that people aren't being hurt or losing their lives or getting really sick from it, because that is what's happening. But we can't that happens with everything, okay? So we can't like focus on that. There are people that lose their lives in accidents. There are people who lose their lives every day with the flu, every year. There are people that lose their lives and get sick from a lot of different things. So we can't stay there in that fear-based mentality. We have to make sure that through these energies that we're shifting through, that we are standing in love and peace and focusing on the things that we're being guided to focus on, okay? Don't give the power away. Again, so in this message itself in general, um, the solar plexus and the sacral chakra for all is really being ignited and highlighted, and opening our heart to new levels because of the balance between those two chakras, right? And so grounding obviously is going to be in part of that too. The root chakra is going to be there because you can't work on those two without really being grounded, right? So Paul the Venetian is experiencing grace. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. So just trust everything that you're receiving, okay? Share what's inside of you. Share your heart, okay? Um, the only way that people are going to understand you is if you share you, right? Is what they're saying. So don't be afraid of that, because this is the awakening that's happening. El Moira, or however you say that. Moria. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. Okay, so here's two protection. You have a masculine and a feminine again, right? That's here, and you're protected. So wear your cloak and know you're protected. Allow your divine life force to shine through you. Listen and take action on the things that you're being guided to be doing. Don't be so stubborn. At some point, somebody has to let go, um, and so what Lakshmi is saying is, one person knows that they're supposed to be waiting, and the other person, and not waiting for them, because you don't just sit around waiting, but waiting for the communication, waiting for the hand to come out, waiting for the phone call, waiting for the knock at the door. And the other person is supposed to be the one taking the action, but the person taking the action, from what I'm hearing, isn't. Look, here's Mary Magdalene. So allow yourself to take that action. Allow yourself to listen to the guidance that you're receiving, and don't judge, right? Stand in the sacredness. There may be bitternesses, there may be things that hurt, but the only way through that is to feel it, and together. If this is specifically a divine union that I am picking up on, then you can only do this together. And staying stagnant um, and bitter or upset and jaded and guarded and just like in this bubble of non-action towards it, it's not going to change it, and it's not going to fix it. It's just going to stay exactly the same. That's the guidance that I'm receiving. So allow yourself to awaken on all levels. The mind, the body, and the spirit is what's really coming through. Dharma is unfolding right now. So allow it to. Remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. One step at a time is going to bring you closer to your desires. Okay? Open communication. So open the lines of communication. This is specific. And so the devotion, here's Lord Krishna. The devotion within all people, but especially this union that I'm picking up for, is it's going to pay off in happy ends, but there has to be communication. So I hope that helped whoever that was for, and I hope that you got whatever messages that you need in general, and take what resonates with you from that, guys, and leave the rest there if it wasn't all there for you. It's not all going to be for everyone. That was a very specific message that was channeled, and I told you I wasn't sure how that was going to come out. I knew that was coming out today when I was getting ready. It made me really uncomfortable, actually, because I was like, well, this is awkward because I'm doing this, and how's that going to happen? And they were like, don't worry about it. It's just going to be. So I was like, okay. So allow yourself to receive whatever you needed to receive from that message. So I will start to go through the comments, and I will do a few messages today. I do have another show on Online Psychics today at 2 o'clock, so I don't know how long I'm going to stay on here. But I will get to a couple of readings now. I'm doing really good, Gina. Thank you for asking. I'm glad you're doing good. Other than what I was talking about with the sleep, but I mean, I still feel fabulous. You know what I mean? Hi, Michelle. How are you? I'm doing well. Feeling exhausted. Yeah. So, hi, Sarvam. How are you? Um, and so the funny thing is all of that lack of sleep is I never felt exhausted. Yesterday morning, what happened when I woke up was I literally felt drunk. And I haven't had any alcohol in a little while now. But that lack of sleep, I woke up and I literally felt drunk, spinning and just like really discombobulated. So getting ourselves grounded through that energy really helps. Yoga for me helps, and grounding foods help. And that's the other thing. I don't know if anyone else is struggling either, but I haven't really had an appetite to eat too much, and when I do, it's like I want comfort food right now. So I've been doing the best I can with trying to incorporate some version of comfort food, but it's been lots of fresh fruits and vegetables, lots and lots of fresh fruits and vegetables. Um, so just like do the best you can to give your body what it's asking for as healthfully as you can, right? So you don't want to just eat the processed things. You want to find things that might be like the lesser of the two evils if you have to. That's been my guidance. So maybe that'll help some of you if that's the path you choose to be on. Hi, Lainey. How are you? We did have a beautiful weekend. It was quite lovely. There was a lot of, I don't remember when. I don't remember much anymore. I don't know. This never happened to me either. But so I don't really remember when it started, but there was a lot of rain that came. I don't know if it was the weekend or like last week, but there was lots of thunderstorms and rain, and it was all in perfect alignment. I felt like every time I was doing something, it was happening. Did you guys do any ceremonies for yourself for the Lionsgate? I know on the evening of the 8th, I did a beautiful candle ceremony for myself and my intentions and the magic that surrounds the day. And my God, there was 8 hearts, literally 8 hearts that the wax kind of melted down into for the candle magic that I did. So it was quite lovely. It really felt beautiful. Hi, Misty. How are you? Hi, Vicki. Sure, I would love to give you a reading. And so, Lainey, the thing is yes, there is a lot of energy here, and so the energy really has been starting to affect me in a whole different way as well. But what was I going to say? Everybody sees different too. So I might see things and you might not, or you may see things and I might not. So it doesn't always work the same for everybody. So Vicky, you were the first one to, or Misty. I'm sorry. I'm going to start with Misty because Misty is above you, Vicky. So Misty first and then Vicky, okay? I would love to give you a reading, Misty. I'm actually guided today for you, Misty, to use the, give me a second, the mermaids and dolphins. So a nice little positive message it wants to come out for you with everything. Let's see what comes out, Misty. It's a lot, but we'll use that. All right, Misty. So let's see. Oh, the first card out. I knew this was going to be the first card out. I saw it. Worthiness, my friend. You are worthy. So the card says, know that you deserve to receive good in all ways. Okay? You have to start seeing that worthiness in you. So big heart healing is happening. And connecting to your higher self. I'm seeing a lot of the crown chakra colors for you in this moment. So really open yourself up the best that you can in any little way that works for you. Being creative with that and finding ways to see the beauty in the excellence within you, okay? And so if you had a question in specific that maybe you didn't say, but it's on your mind, yes is the answer. And that's all I'm going to say on that because that's what they told me to say. So, but I also am going to say that this is with the next, exactly with the yes, okay? You may need to consult some people, some people that have more experience with dealing with certain things, with whatever goes with this question. There may be some people out there to help. So start looking for some people to help you with this, okay? More information is definitely needed, so contact someone with expertise in this area. I do feel like it has to do with leaving a certain situation. So maybe also like, and so I'm feeling also like maybe like a therapist or a counselor might help you as well. Whether you find that through someone who is like me or someone who is actually in that field, whoever you're drawn to will be able to help you with this, okay? So allow yourself to kind of flow where your guidance is leading you. Follow the steps. Use music to help you. It's going to help you clear yourself. It's going to help you with manifesting. I don't know. I know I share it all the time. There's a certain specific song that I'm drawn to a lot that I just love. It's called This Universe, and it's by Sing Core. And so that's my favorite. It's about like 45 minutes long or something like that. It's a long song, but it's repeats. It's just like it's like almost like a mantra kind of a thing. I don't want to call it a mantra, but it's something like that. So I listen to the music that you hear if you do hear it through here sometimes. My favorite stations to have on for myself are Donna Delore radio on Pandora. It's just a mixture of things, and I always get what I need to. That's the kind of music that I tend to gravitate to all the time. There are times where I need to listen to the bops or like the classical rock or whatever, you know. I mean, I'm drawn to things all the time, especially in the car or if I'm cleaning the house, you know, obviously something different. But for me to have that peace inside of myself sometimes and to help me with my manifesting and keeping my thought processes clear, I use those kinds of methods for myself. And I just have music going all the time. And then I'm able to do any activity that way too. I mean, I jog and work out to these kinds of songs as well. And I have very powerful movements when that happens. But I don't know, it's kind of weird. I don't want to say that I keep myself in a constant state of meditation, but I definitely keep myself connected on a big, big level, if that makes sense. So, but Misty, it is time to move on. It is time to move on. I hope that helped with whoever that needed to help with the music. But so it's time to move on. It's time to let go of the old and worn out so that the new can come in, is what this card says. Okay, so, and they're telling me that this is directly correlated to the yes as well, and also with the consultant expert on like ways to do this for yourself and avenues to take. So, also, what they want to say with this as well is it's time to move on from the thoughts that you hold about yourself, this worthiness as well. Okay. And this is all kind of lumped together, is what they're saying, but only you know what the question was that you were asking. But they are telling me that it has a lot to do with it. There are helpful people that are either showing up, are present, or will show up through this process for you. So don't be afraid, okay? Allow yourself to accept the help that shows up, okay? Allow it. That's a big part of it. You have to allow it and dream big, okay? Don't sell yourself short. Don't think small. You let go of the small thoughts about yourself and see yourself succeeding. You're being helped right now. You may not see it in the physical form. And sometimes the help that comes in, it's not physical. It's more spiritual, right? So being open to allow whatever's trying to come and connect into you is going to help you through this process as well. Misty, I hope that helps you. Today with a different kind of message. Vicky, I will give you a reading. I'm actually drawn to the Queen of the Moon deck for you, Vicky. Sokoska, if I said that properly. All right. Bottom of the deck is attraction. I have a feeling that these cards are going to lead us to that. So let's see what they have to say, Vicky. First card out is balance. So it's really going to be important for you to balance yourself right now. You're at a doorway of new beginnings, okay? And the energies might be helping to bring you there. But balancing your masculine and your feminine is going to help you to keep yourself centered so that you're able to discern, is the word that they're saying. Discern what is best for you. And it's really going to help you to stand into the solar plexus energy that's inside of you, right? That power center, the I am center, to make these decisions, to step through these doorways with confidence, is what they're saying to me. Allowing yourself to stand in the sovereign power of who you are, because you are a sovereign being, okay? So don't give yourself away, is what they just said. Don't give yourself away. Don't sell yourself short. Don't shrink yourself to fit in. Don't give yourself away. Stand in the sovereign essence that you are and continue with the changes that you're working on doing. You're doing the right things. Only you can discern which way you want to go, though. And so we all have free will choice, right? And so sometimes I think some of us are all like, oh, if I choose this, is my life going to end? It's not going to end. Not going to end, right? But we may have different lessons, and they may be a little bit harder if we go one way versus the other. So if we allow ourselves to stay balanced within our energies, within our masculine and our feminine, balancing our mind, our bodies, and our souls, standing in our sovereign essence, we will discern the highest good process for us, right? Does that make sense? But the only way to do that is to surrender. You must surrender the thoughts that run through your heads. You must surrender the control that you try to have over any situation. Letting go is going to be the best way to let yourself flow. Doesn't that sound so funny? If you let go, you let yourself flow. Don't think for 1 minute that you have to hold on tightly, because you don't. None of us do. It's a misconception. It is a false reality that the world tries to make us think, right? That's one of those false truths that society tells us you have to hold on to everything that you want. No, the more you can surrender, the more you can let go, the more it's drawn to you magnetically, the more it just like shows up, right? Because you show up for you. So the more you show up for you, the more the rest of the things around you are going to show up. And that's when you start to really attract and manifest your realities, right? So by doing that, it's leading you into new beginnings. There's doorways, there's beautiful things, heart-centered things, they're saying. Connections to the heart that are trying duality, so masculine and feminine energy. Maybe there's a partnership that wants to try to come to you. But until you stand in that power inside of you and honor that sovereignty and just let go, like it's going to keep and so they're showing me like a roadblock, but so I'm seeing like that warning sign, like that real big construction warning sign, like don't go. It's like you're repelling it, right? Warning, warning, don't come close, catastrophe. Is kind of like, it's, so they're being silly. So have fun through the process too, is what they're saying, right? It's not like that's really what's happening for you, Vicky. It's just these are some of the visions that they share with me. So I want to share it with you because it's like a cosmic joke thing to me, where it's like we don't even realize that we're doing that, but we're sending off all these like, stay away, hazard zone, no, no, no. But what's happening is you're in the void. So the more you can release the control, again, control is what they keep saying. Release the control and allow yourself to flow into the attraction of what it is you truly desire, because you have a team of angels that surround you. 44 is a master number, so you don't ever want to break down master numbers. So You can. I don't. With the numerology aspect of what I follow, I don't. So master numbers are master numbers. They're special numbers. So this means that the angels are with you. So you have foundations of angels that surround you, a team. So don't flip yourself to extremes, okay? Don't go from hot to cold. Stay in the flow. Surrender and let go. I hope that message resonates for you today, Vicki. Haley Barrett, I would love to give you a card. Thank you for joining me today. And guys, please like and share this out to groups. I don't know how much longer I am going to be on here, but we'll be on here for as long as we can, right? And donations are always accepted. Reviews on my business page are a beautiful way for an energy exchange. So anything that you feel drawn to, please, by all means. The cards are coming out really weird for you, Haley, so give me a minute because I feel like I'm going to throw the cards all over the floor. But they are very specific with the cards right now for you, and they're telling me that that's it. All right. So Haley Barrett, Angel of Manifestation. Your efforts, determination, and perseverance have paid off. If you don't see the manifestations that you desire as of yet, you will be seeing them soon. Okay, so keep yourself in alignment. The mind, the body, and the spirit, again, is what they're saying. Allow yourself to stay focused, okay, because there are specific things that you're working on. And if you, big heart chakra stuff, it almost like burns. So I'm not sure if maybe there's a little bit of stuff coming from like the solar plexus as well. So make sure that you're being gentle with yourself. Make sure you're standing in your power at all times. Don't, what I'm hearing in this moment is they're saying like, don't go to extremes with it. Don't give up on it, because when you put that energy into it, you're like confusing the universe is what they're saying. It's like, it doesn't know, right? It doesn't know. They're like, what we ask for is what we get. If we think about something all the time, that's kind of what we're going to draw into us. Does that make sense? So if we're thinking that we're in lack mentality, if we're thinking that we're never going to get a relationship, if we're thinking that we're never going to have the finances that we need, guess what? We're not. So just make sure that you're very much paying attention to the words that you're using, not just the words, but the thoughts that you're having and what you're carrying into your essence. That's what they're saying. So you're doing beautiful things with manifestation work, but you have to stay focused, is what they're saying. And have compassion with yourself through the situation, okay? Have compassion with yourself. The more compassion you can have with yourself, Haley, the more compassion you'll be able to have with those around you. Does that make sense to you? So what we give to ourselves is easily then almost able to be given to others. Does that make sense? Because the more love you fill yourself with, the more love you have to share. So you have to fill your own cup. So they're saying like fill, because this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing like a cup where you have to fill yourself with more compassion. I think you're really hard on yourself. Prayer is going to help you with this, okay? Prayer is going to help you through this. So stand in prayer right now. Allow yourself to continue to see the vision, even if it's not happening yet. Your focus, your determination, you're not giving up. Okay, so let's stop because they're asking me to share again about my own personal thing. So I'm working on manifesting certain things in my life, and they've given me visions of timelines. Part of my determination and devotion to the situation was if the timeline, so if you guys are seeing the video from a group, please click on the actual video to get your comment in the comments feed, because I don't read in multiple, like you have to click on the link in order for me to see it in the one specific place. I don't flip back and forth on that aspect of it, and I get to you if I can. Donations do skip the line. Okay, so Haley, when we're manifesting something, right? Let's just say we see a timeline. There's been multiple times I've seen timelines, and multiple times those timelines did not come to play, but they were a big part for me and my learning process to stay devoted to what I was working on. Does that make sense? And so that's kind of what's happening here, is what they're telling me. So make sure that you stay devoted to whatever it is you're trying to do with compassion for yourself. Don't, when it first started happening, I was a brat. When it first started happening, I was like, I don't believe in any of this crap. And so I kind of went off AWOL, right? Because I was so angry. I was like, come on, I've been through too much in my life to have this crap happen. Just be real. Tell me what it is. Tell me, allow your words to. And so I got angry and I don't sugarcoat anything. So I go to my guides and to God with the same authenticity that I have when I have conversations. And so when I'm on these lives, I don't always use a lot of curse words, but sometimes in my real life, you might notice that every other word out of my mouth is the F word. Um, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. There's just times where it happens. But I will say that sometimes when I'm also talking to my guides about how I don't effing understand and all this other stuff and why are they effing doing this? And then they're just like, are you done? And they let you have these moments. They hold that sacred space. So don't be afraid to be authentic, is basically what I'm trying to say. Be authentic. You have certain things within you that only you have, and your guides are going to connect to you. I mean, you're not, when you say these things, you're not like attacking anyone, as long as you're not, anyway, I should say. For me, I've never attacked anyone with those words. I've never said I effing hate this or you or this or that. Like, I've never gone at them that way. I've always expressed my very passionate dislike for the cosmic joke of the things that were happening. And so, like, it's the best thing I can say about it. So have compassion with yourself and allow yourself to stand in prayer and open yourself authentically to your guides. There's a lot of clearing that needs to happen for you in this moment. Oh my God, they're lighting up my third eye right now. They're like very powerfully coming through. So there's some third eye stuff that's going to come through. That's the clearing that needs to come through for you. And it's going to help you to see more clearly. It's going to help you to understand things. So the more authentic you can be, the closer you're going to get to your desired outcomes. There is something that you are dealing with, though, that is going to be coming to an end that's been very difficult. It's been going on for a very long time. This is the god of the underworld. This is Hades. He is nothing to be feared, actually. I used to dread it when Hades came out for me. And let me just tell you, Hades comes out all the time. But Hades will show you some really deep, really difficult truths of why you're staying stagnant in the circle that you're in and not rising in the circle that you're trying to rise in. You just have to pay attention to the things that they're sharing with you. It's going to open you up through the third eye, is what I'm seeing, whether that resonates for you or not, Haley. But there's a lot of clearing coming up from the solar plexus for you. So you're on a sacred path right now, okay? Continue to see yourself that way. Keep yourself, and so Haley, the vision that I'm getting in this moment is keep yourself kind of shielded and protected. Ask Archangel Michael to help you with that. Ask Kali to help you with that. If you work with the goddesses at all, Kali stepped forward, so I would ask her or Archangel Michael or both to help you with learning how to shield yourself. Everything that I do is self-taught. Everything, and it's not self-taught that I self-taught myself. My guides taught me everything that I do. My guides taught me how to read my cards. My guides taught me how to do dream interpretation. Like everything that I do, everything that I work with, my guides taught me. So I did take classes for Reiki and things like that, which helped certain things to open up. But my guides are who came through and helped me channel how to work with the things that were coming up from within me, if that makes sense. Like things that I have inside of me already from lifetimes because of the essence that's within me. So that's really important for you. They wanted me to say that. So Haley, I hope that message helps you. Michelle McLaughlin, I would love to give you a card. I'm actually drawn to give you a card from the Angel Tarot deck. Good morning, Darla. Hello, Sonia. How are you guys? So I'm super slow at getting through my comments. I think anyone that watches me and follows me knows that. I'm going to do a couple more here, and I'm probably going to bounce off soon so that I can ground myself and do some other things that I have to take care of before my next show at 2 o'clock. But this one here is for Michelle McLaughlin. So Michelle, the first card out is Ego. So what they're saying with this is you're having like a false sense of entrapment. You feel like you're trapped in a situation, but you're not. It's your ego. It's the mask that you're wearing. It's the Allow yourself to take that mask so that you can be seen for who you are. Don't be ashamed of anything from your past, is what they're saying. Stand in your divine, authentic power. Whoa, something, hold on just a minute. There's definitely something for you that's connected straight to the throat chakra. Where it like, whew, you hear that? That's how I channel energy. So it takes from you. It takes your personal power, but you're not speaking your truth because of standing behind a mask, is what they're saying. But do you see that golden angel? Right? Do you see that golden angel, Michelle? Like, that's your essence. And she's like, hello, can you take these masks off? Can you take this like shield off of yourself so that you can be seen and let yourself be heard? Because you have something powerful inside of you. But you have to balance the masculine and the feminine energy inside of you so that this doesn't come out skewed, is what they're saying. Skewed to the point where it's either too aggressive or like tactless is the word that they're saying, like without tact. And from a place of fear, right? We don't want to come from a place of fear. We want to come from love. So what it's going to be at, so by balancing the masculine and the feminine energies, you're going to be asked to do some pretty deep shadow work. And so that's why I put this card down, because life experience, it's almost like the Tower card, okay? Where everything feels like it's crumbling, but it's just the reality of what the way you're looking at it, the way your thoughts go, the way your words go. Like, it's when you balance those energies, your reality is going to change, but it's going to also ask you to look at the role that you played through the times where you did resonate on certain levels so that you can switch it for yourself and bring forth the golden essence behind the mask, per se, that and it's not a bad thing. So when I say this, like, don't get offended by that, okay? It's not a bad thing. We all wear masks, okay? We all do. I did for many years. I hid in a cave, an energetic cave. When you can do when you do these things for yourself, trust and believe, Michelle, when you do this deep work for yourself, only the sun is going to be shining on your face. That's you right there in the center. Do you see all that abundance around those sunflowers are abundance. The sun is the masculine energy within you is finally going to rise and step forward to balance itself with the feminine energy inside of you so that you can be balanced, right? Do you see how there's like standing, I don't know, it looks different to me when I see it, but when I look at it this way, it doesn't look the same because I'm seeing certain things to show you. So for me, when I see it this way, what I'm seeing is the angelic essence, that's the golden angelic essence inside of you, is going to wind up like standing real high on like almost like a tightrope, right? And you're going to be able to balance because you're balanced. And so that's going to be what brings forth this essence within you. It's going to bring about a lot of exciting new opportunities for you because you're going to be embracing that full authentic power inside of you, allowing the divine masculine inside of you to stand up, rise to the occasion, and balance with your feminine creativity. It's just going to bring so much newness to you. This may not happen for a little bit. This is like a big, they're telling me this is like the big plan, the big scheme, like I don't want to call it a scheme, like the big picture. That's what I keep seeing, like the picture frame. So that's how they got that to me. But so the big picture of it is that all of this is coming, right? And it may be closer than you think it is, and it may not be. But don't be afraid to take the leap of faith and trust yourself, okay? Because you're doing all the things that you need to be doing. You just have to go. They're showing me a little bit. I keep feeling I can't, like, I don't want to say a little bit deeper, and I don't want to say it's a dark night of the soul, but it feels energetically to me like it's some kind of a dark night of the soul. There's just going to be like a crumbling to the reality of what you perceive so that the real truth that's within you can emerge, is what I'm sensing for you. So you're going to have to dig deep into the strength. And 11 is at the top of this card, so it may also bring about divine union within you, but or to you. But what I'm seeing first is, and as I just said just now, because they were saying like within, The 11 is like that polarity of the balance of the masculine and the feminine energies within you. So that has to be balanced first before any of that other stuff can really truly come in. There's a lot clearing from the solar plexus, the sacral chakra, and the heart. So maybe focus on those chakra centers, eating for those chakra centers, doing yoga for those chakra centers, using essential oils for those chakra centers, rubbing the oil on those specific chakras, on the solar plexus, on the sacral chakra, on the heart. There are certain oils that are kind of for almost all of them, but if you're drawn to one that's kind of for each individual one, maybe investing in that for yourself might be something good so that you can invoke that, so you can heal with that. I hope that message resonates for you, Michelle. But there's definitely an awakening happening for you, and it's going to kind of jar the reality that you live in by your perception, is what they're saying to me. So, but don't fear it, okay? Don't fear it. Don't let the ego of fear shrink you in. Get the mask off and allow yourself to see the true essence that you are, because you, my friend, are golden. I hope that helps you, Michelle. Sonia, I would love to give you a card. I'm actually, I'm actually drawn to the Keepers of the Light deck for you. Hi, good morning, Laviolette. I hope I said that properly. That's a beautiful name. So, Sonia, let's see what comes out for you, my friend. Bottom of the deck, Commander Ashtar. You're being called into action, I feel like, Sonia. But to me, what I'm feeling is you're being called into action for like deep wisdom to come through you. Some stuff like so there's like a heart awakening happening, and there's a solar plexus happening, is what I'm feeling and sensing. So I feel like the call to action for you is to really sit in self-reflection for yourself. But let's see what the cards have to say. Dual Kul, which is Dharma unfolding. So there's definitely, you're on a sacred path, okay, and you're following different links that lead you to different places, because you're starting to get to know yourself on a whole different level. And I think that's why I'm feeling the solar plexus and the heart chakra so powerfully, because as you're seeing these things, it's almost like waking you up on a whole new level, busting out through the heart chakra, allowing you to really open yourself up. So take one step at a time and make sure you fill yourself with happiness and joy. Connecting in through the joy, through the solar plexus, is going to help you to be able to kind of work through the energies you're working through, if that makes sense. I don't want to say perceiving things differently or whatever, but there's certain things that are definitely coming up from like the past that you've either dealt with in this lifetime or other lifetimes that have kind of put a little bit of resentment and bitterness inside, and inside the heart. And as you take steps forward to understand certain things more, it's going to open things and kind of help you to just naturally and organically release these things, if that makes sense. And so as you do this, just know that you're protected. Okay, you have nothing to fear. You are protected. You are divinely surrounded by a team of loving angels that love you. Cords are being cut. Oh my God, cords are being cut, and you move beyond the limitation and just trust. So as this is all being released, just allow the cords to organically go. Work with Archangel Michael. Work with Kali Ma. If you're open to either one of those or both of those, they'll help you. Okay. As you release these things, you have nothing to fear. Okay, there's nothing for you to fear. It's actually going to help you to stand in your sovereignty. And that's the action that you're being called into, is standing into the sovereignty that's within you. It's deep within you, lifetimes and lifetimes. So this is phases and cycles, okay? Freya. Raven brings magic. Everywhere Raven goes, and I've known this for a long time, people used to always say ravens and crows were like creepy and ominous, right? But I always loved them because I knew they were magical. So just see the magic in everything, okay? And allow yourself to use the moon cycles, is what they're saying with this card, so that you can turn around and help if you're drawn to that. You don't have to do anything that I suggest. This is all up for you with free will. But what they are recommending is using moon cycles. So we just passed the powerful full moon uh, on last Monday. So in another week, I don't know if it'll be this coming Monday again, like a week from now or something, but the new moon is coming then too, right? So then working with the cycles of the moon to help you to release these things, these cords, paying attention to how your body feels at these energetic times so that you can step forward and shed these things, go deeper under your hood, because they're finding an inner strength inside of you. The goddess Brigid is here. She's beautiful. She's the one that lights the fire inside of you, right? That fire that she's holding in her hands, that's that internal flame, right? So move back to your wholeness and recognize that you have the power. You have the power to do the things that you're being asked to do. You just have to have faith. Oh, this is a beautiful message, Sonia. You have to have faith. You have to have faith in yourself, first and foremost. You have to have faith in what's inside of you and what you're being shown so that you can continue to step forward into action. There's beautiful things opening up for you. I definitely feel a very strong pull to Archangel Michael for you. So, and because that was the deck because he was the one that was stepping forward. So, I wanted to pull from the Archangel Michael Oracle deck for you, but then he said the Keepers of the Light, and so his presence is very strong for you. So working with his essence, I think, is going to help you a lot. But Kali Ma did also step forward for you as well. So whether you choose to work with her in this moment or not is completely up to you. I hope that message kind of helps you with maybe some of the things going on for yourself, Sonia. Hi, Shally Lee. How are you? You're asking, does he still want to be with me? So my guides are telling me, like, you need to want to be with you. You need to love you. My guides are telling me now, whether or not this person is your person or not, you deserve better than what's happening in this moment for you. Don't sit around waiting for someone, okay? Even if this is your person, make them rise and come to you, okay? Um, it's in the solar plexus. It's very much connected to your power center. You're giving your power away. Um, you're giving your power away to this person, is what they're telling me. You got to hone that power. You got to bring that power into you. You got to bring that love and that desire into you for you. You got to love and desire you, is what they're saying. Um, and I'm sorry, but whoever he is in this moment, the energetic feels and what my guides are saying is he's not worthy. He's not worthy. Um, I'm going to pull a card or two for you, Shally Lee, from the Archangel Michael deck to see what else comes through, but this person's not worthy of you. You deserve better. I hope you see that in yourself. Let's see what Archangel Michael has to say. You are guarded and protected, okay? You are guarded and protected, so you don't have anything to fear. Being away from this person, whether this is your person or not, like being away from this person, if you're in separation, it's because you have work to do and they have work to do. And if you're meant to be with that person, you guys will draw yourselves like magnets. It'll just be like and you'll just be back together. But you need to balance the energies within you, the masculine and the feminine energies within you. Allow the masculine energy within you to really rise and take the lead in your own life. Trust yourself and know that you're worthy. And then when you do all that, you're going to have beautiful things that just kind of unfold. I feel like with this specific situation right now, the separation is what's needed for everybody. So whether you guys come back together or not, is to be determined. But you need to focus on your own energies and bringing your energies back into yourself. You're giving your power away to this person. Have a sense of humor about what's going on, okay? Sometimes, I know this all too well. Sometimes the things that happen in life, they're like a big cosmic joke, but it's not so funny. And I cry a lot, and I say that to God. I'm like, that wasn't really that funny. And because they tell me, my guides would be like, this is the cosmic joke of it all. And I'm just like, that wasn't funny. I didn't like that. That hurt. But that's part of the learning. Okay. So have a sense of humor with it and try to see the humor in it. Okay. Try to see the fact that this is happening for you, not to you. Okay. So honor and trust the feelings that you have inside of yourself. But they're also saying, like, if your feelings that you're having are directly correlated to him, you need to make the commitment to you. That's what they're saying. So Shelly, and that's all they really want me to share in this moment. I hope that helps. This is a free will thing as to whether you're going to take it there or not, my friend. Much love to you. I hope that helps you. Hi, Amanda Stillman. How are you? Gina, did that general reading work for you? I hope so. I hope that's what that means, that you didn't even ask for a reading. So Sonia, your question of, wow, I need to take the advice. Will my long distance friend be open to a conversation? I mean, if you feel drawn to reach out, it's up to you. There's things that happen in the connections that we have with people. If you're drawn to, if you are drawn to reach out to this person, then I would say do it. But look, fear, let go of fear if you do it, okay? Um, don't bring fear energy into it. Just bring love. Ashley Barilla is saying family balance is needed. Anyone else feel out of sorts lately? And so I was talking about how I was feeling like super powerful, but then yet at the same time, like depleted yesterday. And you could see it. You could see it in my face. So Sarvam Kali is asking for a reading from Boja Papa. And so I would love to give you a reading. Angel Tarot deck is what they're saying. I was drawn to another one, but they were like, no, Angel Tarot, Angel Tarot. So Sarvam, I hope you're still here with me. And so, guys, just make sure too, like your friends, that if you ask for readings from your friends have to know this is what's happening and say yes to this as well. And so just make sure that if you ask for readings for other people that you're not doing it without them being present. There's a lot that came out here, like a lot. This may take a minute, Sarvam. So there's an Empress energy there. So what's happening is they're being asked to really honor the divine feminine within themselves, okay? And 3. So it's divinely guided. So because it's the Empress, I was going to say one thing, but they're saying the Maiden, Mother, and Crone energies. So really embodying this ancient energy that's inside of them is going to help them in this moment, okay? And again, 3 again. 3 of water. So celebrations, when they do this for themselves, they're going to have big things to celebrate, okay? This may not be visual in this moment, and it might be visual in this moment, but so with these two together, we have 33. And again, it's divinely guided, and the ascended masters surround this person. And you. There's a direct correlation to you with this. Maybe the 2 of you will have something to celebrate. Only you know that. But whether it's friendship or anything, there's just going to be a celebration of sorts. So it's divinely guided, okay? Just trust the things that are being shown and follow the guidance and open yourself up to the ascended masters, because the ascended masters are working with this person. And I feel Lord Jesus really strongly, but there could be others that they feel more drawn to, so just to have them kind of tap into that energy if they want, but really embracing the divine feminine within is what's coming up, and finding strength there. I don't know, this may be like I don't know if this is your person or what, but it almost feels like it, but I could be wrong. I mean, this could just be like a real deep soulmate connection where you're just really good friends. But I mean, if you look, 3, 3, and 11, right? So it's divinely guided, and I just keep wanting to say like partnership. So I don't know, but only you guys know that. And so there's strength, that there's great strength, because there's great things that are going to happen. There's great celebrations, but you need to stand in the strength in this moment, because the heart needs to open more. I think there's a little bit of the fierceness that was there from protecting itself needs to be kind of taken down a little bit. Some walls need to be taken down in the heart, is what I'm sensing. But then the next card is the Seven of Air, which plans that need revision, or there's more going on. So maybe right now is not the time for the linking to happen. I don't know. Maybe there's something going on for this person. Like the heart opening needs to happen. Like the shield, the shedding of the past. That's what I'm getting on that. So it's not that two things. When I look at this card, I'm seeing like there was two things, maybe two people that really hurt this person. Or kind of get in the way, maybe almost. But don't put your focus there. Focus on clearing out the heart, okay? Because it's time to make a wish. There's a lot of power behind this person, and if this is part of a union thing, there's a lot of power behind it. Lots. It's like divinely guided. It's blessed. It's in the stars. Literally, it's in the stars. um, so release, again, release the past, release the heartache, both of you, okay? Release the past, release the heartache, release anything that's from the past. Just let it go. Do the best you can to work through it, and you'll either come back together to celebrate something beautiful, whether it's platonic or more than that. But it's going to be beautiful. It's just going to take some time. So in the inflow of abundance it's there. If the inflow of abundance is there, there's beautiful, like there's a golden essence to this person. Like I just can't stop seeing gold. I'm getting lost in their golden essence. Like it's like wow. I just want to stare at them. Does that make any sense? Like I don't even know. And not creepy stare at them, but I'm just like googly eyes, almost wanting to stare at them is how I feel. So I don't know if that makes sense, but this person's powerful, and this person has the ability to, everywhere this person goes, I feel like abundance just follows in every way, not just money, like everything. But there's a lot of heart stuff that has to happen. Um, that fierceness that's there kind of has to soften a little bit, if that makes any sense. But oh my God, the lovers. Balancing the masculine and the feminine within. So again, the Empress came out first. So the Empress is what's probably being asked of here. Um, but I'm seeing balance as well, right? So balancing the energies so that the love can come. But it's got to be a mutual thing. You guys both kind of have to do it. If this is a partnership, you guys both have to be on board. If it's not, and it's just specifically for this person, um, open yourself up and heal that stuff in your heart, because you guys are going to all have something really powerful to celebrate like soon. I don't see any time frames, but soon. But look at these brilliant new ideas that are happening too, like dreams. They're telling me these brilliant new ideas are coming through dreams and visions in your dreams. So oh my God, Four of Fire. So this is the Four of Wands, which is again the twin flame relationship. I don't know if I'm supposed to tell you that or not, but um, I'm seeing all signs pointing to yes. Uh, you guys are going to do some pretty powerful things together. I don't know if this resonates, but this is everything that I'm seeing. Like there's big, big stuff. Like the connection with the connection that I'm feeling through the solar plexus is wild. It's and the sacral chakra. So balancing those energies and really allowing the heart, like take the lion back a little bit, right? For like, don't be so fierce. Don't be so quick to just be like, like in attack mode all the time. Like you want to, the lion can stay there if you feel like you need it. Just tame it, right? Tame the lion, stand in the strength, the purity of heart, right? because the world. So it's like whatever you guys are working on, you're completing the old. Whether this is you and this person together or individually or what, but you are directly into this now. So however that plays out for the two of you, um, you guys are completing big cycles. Okay? So pat yourselves on the back. It's coming and it's coming soon. But you got to let go of fear of lack, okay? Fear of any form of lack, whether it's money, fear of lack of love, fear of lack of commitment. You got to let all of that go. And you got to look at everything that's kind of transpired, right? You got to look at everything that's kind of transpired through your life, through your lives. Um, but especially this person, like look at everything with an open mind. Okay, look at everything that's transpired with an open mind. Look at everything that's transpired with an open heart, and really evaluate everything and your part to it, for your friend, right, Boja Papa. Really looking at your part of it so that you can really get all of the things that you need to do to complete these cycles. Does that make sense? I hope that message resonates for your friend and for you, however that works together. Only the two of you know the link and the correlation, but you two are powerful together, in one way, shape, or form. So I hope that message helps you guys. Gina, I would love to pull you a card. I'm actually drawn to Archangel Michael's deck for you. Oh, sorry, so I didn't see the message about something about his career. Um, but there were brilliant new ideas, and I do feel like that's some of the stuff that he's going to get through visions and dreams, if that makes any sense. So, Gina, I was like lost in my comments. I'm sorry. We're on Gina. Could you see the space cadet face? I know I felt it. Your inner guidance is real and trustworthy, my friend. So the situations that are going on around you, they're saying trust yourself because you know the truth. So what I'm hearing in this moment is there's people around you that make it look like all is well, but it's not what it is, and you know that. So steer clear from that is what they're saying. Trust what's going on in you. And if that means that you need to isolate yourself from certain people, places, and things, do it. It doesn't mean that they're bad. It just means that maybe you're falling out of resonance, and it's okay, okay? But honor and trust yourself and your feelings because you know the truth inside of you. You have a pureness inside of you. You have like a really powerful light inside of you. And I think that there's certain people in your life that are drawn to that and kind of almost want to suck off of that in one way, shape, or form. And it's not just men, it's like female friends and people that you're associated with that do that as well. I'm also hearing family. So just trust yourself because you know the deal. You know the deal. But have compassion and be gentle with your words, is what they're saying. But you're on the right path. Things are showing up for you and you're following the things that are showing up. So just continue to focus on the purity inside of you, health-wise, financial-wise, all of it. Just keep yourself free and clear of any fear-based thoughts and see yourself like succeeding on all ways because you're on the right path. Be gentle. Look at that. That's the last card. I didn't see it till now either, but that did come out before it came out. But be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with yourself with the words that you speak and the thoughts that you hold, but also be gentle with those around you. You want to make sure, and so they're saying this again, this tact word, right? So make sure that you're coming from a place of love. Sometimes when we come from a place that's kind of like ego, ego centered or based, because I've done this many times, our words, they come off really rough around the edges and really just like I don't care. I'm just going to dump it. And so just be a little bit more gentle. You might be a little bit more understood. And so I want to say this too. When we do that, sometimes we need to do that, right? But there's other times where it doesn't need to be done all the time, is what they're saying. So soften yourself, if that makes sense. Soften yourself with yourself so that the words that you choose to use then become softer. But don't let that fierceness go. Like there's definitely something going on with the throat and the heart chakra. It's definitely 100% correlated with the way with why you get that way. Okay, so digging a little bit deeper into the heart, because the more you can soften yourself, the more you can be soft with all you come in contact with. And so what I was getting to say was like that doesn't mean that the lion within, the fierce dragon that's kind of there, doesn't need to come out when it needs to. Like there are times and places when all of that is needed in life, right? But we have to like on everyday things, like sometimes we just have to soften ourselves. There's a balance. So I'm hearing balance, if that makes sense, Gina. Well, Misty, I'm glad that I'm able to help you however that winds up working. You're welcome, Vicky. I'm glad that resonates for you. Hi, Maria. How are you? I don't know if you're still here. I get to my things really slowly. So Amber Hernandez, you said you have a big day today, huh? So let's see. I'm drawn to use the mermaids and dolphins deck. So let's see what kind of loving energy we can get out there for you and your big day today. I think I'm going to have Amber Hernandez be the last reading for today, guys, because I have some things that I have to take care of, and I have just about an hour till I have to be ready for my next show, which you can catch me if you missed me and I wasn't able to give you a reading. Come join Online Psychics Live. I'll be sharing the link out after this again, but I have shared it out as well. I'll be doing a live show there, and readings are $19.97. So you still get really kind of what I give you here, there, a little bit more maybe. It just depends. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to like. I'm still working on doing like mini readings. I don't know. So, Amber Hernandez, the first card out for you is it is contemplation time, my friend. Spend time alone and meditating upon what it is that you truly desire, okay? Whatever's going on in your life in this moment, get yourself grounded and centered and make sure that you're following your heart, balancing your heart with your head so that you are certain, so that you're certain that this is what you want to do, okay? If that makes sense. And have faith then. Once you make your decision, have faith because all things are coming together for you. Everything is aligning for you. Your prayers are manifesting. Remain positive and follow the guidance that you're receiving. Trust yourself, okay? You know what you desire, but you definitely need to at least ground yourself before these things start to happen today from what they're saying so that you can center yourself and be ready. Even if you don't have to make a decision, it's more about centering yourself so that you're ready to step forward with confidence and faith and allow yourself to receive, okay? You give so much of yourself all the time that it's a beautiful thing for you to be able to receive too. It's the ebb and flow is what they're showing me. Definitely the ebb and flow. I'm seeing like the Two of Pentacles cards almost, right? Where the pentacles just kind of coming into the figure eight, and it's just kind of like if the guy would tilt himself, the pentacle would kind of go both ways. And it's kind of how it is. It's an ebb and flow. You can't just give all the time. You'll be depleted. You have to let yourself receive too. And don't fear anything. You're protected. You don't need to fear anything. Everything that you're doing is divinely protected. And if there was a specific question along with that, you have a big day, maybe you have a reading. If you had a specific question that was yes or no, your answer is yes. Your intuition is correct. If you didn't have a question, your intuition is correct. So when you tap in to the meditating and everything, the answers that you receive are going to lead you to where you want to be. So allow your heart to open, allow the heart chakra space to open, and just know that everything you're doing is divinely guided. Go forward with confidence, but get yourself grounded to make sure that what you're doing is truly in alignment to what you want. So Amber Hernandez, I really hope that message resonated with you today. I am going to end the reading here for the day, guys. I do hope that everyone was able to gain something somewhere. Just know this as well. If there's times where I'm not able to get to you on a reading, if another message for someone else resonates with you, it resonates with you for a reason, okay? Sometimes the general message resonates, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes someone else's message really resonates with the things going on, right? So be open to receiving however that looks, because um, the synchronicities and the messages are there all the time. So just be open to receiving, okay? I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your day. I do hope that I'll be able to see some of you over on Online Psychics Live as well at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is just shy or just about an hour from now. So I will see you again soon, okay, guys? Much love. Have a great rest of your day.